The story of my daughter Letizia is unfortunately similar to the story of many of you. So I want to talk to you about the struggles to get the diagnosis, the many hospitalization and all the pain, both physical and psychological. But I will skip directly to what I like to call happy ending. In 2014, at Mayo Clinic, a renowned hospital in the United States, the doctor told us that our 9-year-old daughter was affected by Glycogen Storage Disease type 5, and they recommend us to change her diet into a high carbs and sugary drink diet with frequent meals. During 7 months, we carefully followed those indications, and Letizia went from minor symptoms of the disease to a wheelchair with constant pain and a very deep tiredness. Living in Sweden, we knew keto diet because there is a very common lifestyle. So I decided to try this diet on whole my family, thinking that maybe Letizia could get better, maybe just a little bit. With my big surprise, only after 3 days, she woke up and she told me, "Mama, I don't have the disease anymore and I want to walk to school." I called the doctor to tell them and they answered really worried, but after checking everything, they've seen that the fats transformed into ketones were an alternative source of energy. So Letizia was bypassing the problem of her disease, that is the inaccessibility of the glycogen stored. This was clearly shown by her blood test, where they could see that her CK, creatine kinase, that is a value that indicates the muscle breakdown, dramatically dropped. In fact, even if Letizia was having a higher level of physical activity because she went back to a normal life, her muscles damage went down to 1/10 of what it was before of the diet. And this was an amazing result. Clearly, everything I'm saying is documented by the clinical paper, but also by a ketogenic team that at Karolinska Hospital in Stockholm is following Letizia on this diet since 2014. If you're worried about following a diet for a long period, you must know that nothing is more difficult than being sick. So you are the person that really have the will and the motivation, the right ones, to follow a ketogenic diet. I'm talking to you about delicious dishes, very easy to prepare and simple. You can find thousands of them on my Instagram page. I will put the link below and 100 here in the YouTube channel. I really hope this will help you. This way of eating doesn't require any special product, but you just have to eat as normal. You don't need to wait anything. You can eat when you want and as much as you want. Just you have to be careful avoiding carbs and sugar, and then you have to season really very generously your dishes. We traveled the world during these 5 years of keto. We went on holidays and to the restaurant, always happily on ketosis. This is our story, but I cannot end it without thanking Professor Martinuzzi that despite all the difficulties to test a diet, he decided to give a very important scientific basis to what are just anecdotal cases. I thank all the patients of glycogen storage disease type 3 and type 5 that accepted to be part of this trial, and I want to reassure them because diet is always associated to deprivation and sadness, but keto is completely the opposite. Thank you all for listening to me. I hope one day to participate in person to the Congress and to being able to meet all of you. But for now, I really want to wish you all a very happy ending.